Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil. Quick plug before we even get into anything. As you may have noticed, I uploaded some shorts. Quick plug, you know what it is, quick plug. I uploaded some shorts about what I'm going to talk about in this video today, about Evil Natural Water and Orochi and all the possibilities revolving around those two guys. Because these are relatively short topics that you can cover within a minute, so that's why I dropped some shorts. I was experimenting with some new ideas, new content. I feel like shorts are slept on for sure, so if I can master the art of the short, I think I'll be in a really good place. I think we'll be in a really good place, and hopefully you like them. I don't know, go check them out. Let me know if you like them or not. I'm not very good at editing them on my little fucking phone. I got some fucking thumbs. I got some big ass thumbs, but they were interesting. They were interesting for sure, but spoiler alert, that's what we're going to talk about in this video today. I'm on a One Punch Man roll. That's what I'm on right now, a One Punch Man roll. This chapter, dude, was breathed life into me, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, One Punch Man has been fucking good for the past year, but this chapter was sick. This chapter was sick. So much cool stuff happened in this chapter. Evil Natural Water, or should I say Evil Natural Ocean now. Orochi possibly coming back, which probably means Psychos might be coming back pretty soon. Good shit there. I saw a lot of people talking about Elder Centipede, or an Elder Centipede. You know that shit, the Shadow of the Mirror, you saw that? That's another possibility too. I am at a loss for words for what came out of this chapter. Even though I don't think it's Elder Centipede. I don't. I'm sorry. But I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words for what came out of this chapter. It's insane, man. And obviously, Flashy Flash versus Platinum Sperm versus Garou, that was sick as well. That was the highlight of the chapter. Threw the community into a tornado. A shitstorm tornado, which I was so happy to be a part of. Listen, I'm not, you guys know I say this every fucking video almost. I'm not the power scaling guy, but for that fight, I had to jump in because it was so sick. It was fun, it was amazing. I was so happy to be a part of that shit. But yeah, water and Orochi. That's what I want to talk about in this video. Cause there are a lot of, I mainly want to talk about Evil Natural Water. I'll be real with you. I'll mention Orochi a little bit in this video, but Evil Natural Water stole the show for me in a lot of ways. I think we're going to see him in the next chapter for sure. He's just too huge not to talk about. So next chapter, which I think is going to be this year. I think we're due for one more One Punch Man chapter in 2021, which is so exciting. I think we're going to get one more, and I think water might be the highlight of that chapter. But guys, without further ado, let's do this shit. All right, well, how about I start with explaining about what happened in 155. So at the end of 155, we see Evil Natural Water has merged with the ocean. And I think we're calling him, I think this is, yeah, we're calling him Evil Natural Ocean. I think that's what we're calling him, which is pretty exciting. Giant ass eyeball coming out of the fucking water, oversizing the giant fleet ship. So that's insane. That is absolutely insane. Crazy panel. Murata is back at it again. The GOAT. I'm at a loss for words. I really am, dude. So in the short, spoiler alert, I said there's probably 4 contestants, really only 3 contestants who could probably take this guy down. Saitama, King, or not King, that was the joke one, Blast, Garou. Those were the 3 that I think could take him down. Unfortunately, Garou is kind of preoccupied, right? He's preoccupied with Platinum Sperm and Flashy Flash. So let's let that ride out, and let's just leave Blast and Saitama. Well, Blast is kind of doing his own thing, I think. He's kind of doing his own thing, collecting the cubes and all that shit. So it really only leaves Saitama. I think that's the only dude who is plausibly going to take down Evil Natural Water. That's all. That's all I could say. I mean, maybe Tatsumaki, if she was fresh, could take him down. But she's not fresh. She's fucking knocked out, bro. So, yeah. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. I really want to see next chapter if we get more water information, which I think we will. This is the cadre. This is the enemy, the villain, that we know the least about. Hands down. Besides, like, God, obviously. This is the one we know the least about. we've had maybe like a combined 5 sentences on Evil Natural Water. We know he senses like fucking feelings and shit and malintentions and all that stuff. We know that he's made of water and he's got eyeballs and there's piranhas and shit. Can you imagine if he has different fish now that are hopping out of the water, like sharks and shit? He could control sharks. It's fucking insane. Fucking insane. This is a raid boss in One Punch Man that I've never seen anything like before. So maybe this does function like a raid boss. Maybe that's a good point. Maybe this is going to take multiple heroes to take down, which it should be, honestly. Now, other elephant in the room. Is he threat level God? I've seen a lot of people debating on whether this is threat level God. And I'll be real with you, this is the fucking closest we've had so far. In my opinion, this is the closest thing we've had so far to being threat level God. It's the ocean, dude. It's the ocean. It might be threat level God. I'm gonna say, I mean, yeah, it should be, dude, right? Like, it's inconceivable in my brain who is gonna take him on, man. So I don't know. I don't know what happens. I want King to get the credit. I don't care who takes him on. I just want King to get the credit. I think that would be mwah, beautiful, hands down. I just don't know. I'm looking at the panel right now. I just don't know. Giant eyeball, man. Giant eyeball. It's going to be a team effort, I think, though. In the end, I think it's going to be a team effort for who takes down Evil Natural Water. Because I see it going no other way. Unless, you know, maybe Blast, like, portals all the water on the fucking Neptune or some shit. I don't know. But, yeah. Insane. So now let's talk about Orochi. Because I only have a few things to say on Orochi. Now, interestingly, before we get the panel of what looks to be Orochi hopping out of the ground and all that shit in the rubble, you know, with his Orochi slime oozing everywhere, very ominous indeed. It looks like he's definitely coming back for sure. Before we get that, and before we get, you know, the panel of the moon looking down into the chasm and Orochi's there, before we get that, we have the Godslayer Fist, the panel of Garou, right? Now, this leads me to believe a few things. And I actually think if Evil Natural Water is threat level God, I think we may get 2 threat level gods. I think we might get 2. I think Orochi coming back may be threat level God. And he was already, you know, upper dragon, whatever the shit you want to call it. He was already up there, right? He was already up there. It just makes sense from like a symbolic point of view, right? A symbolic point of view for us to have Garou. He's using the Godslayer Fist, and then we go straight to the Monster King Orochi and the panel of God, the scripture, the prophecy, right? I don't know. It just makes sense, right? It just makes sense, like in a thematic type of way, in my opinion, at least. Now, that's a very loose theory. That's a very loose idea. Don't take that. Take that with a grain of salt for sure. But something I do think that is going to happen, I think Garou is going to get a rematch with Orochi. I think it's going to happen. I think it is. I think that's what that panel is implying. That Garou is going to get to fight Orochi again with his new form, his new almost monsterized Garou form is going to fight Orochi again. I would love to see that. I think a lot of people would love to see that. Will it happen? Hopefully. We'll see though. But in other news, in other Orochi news, in the current canon of One Punch Man, Orochi has not used his compressed Orochi form that he used in the original drawings of One Punch Man, in the original time that dropped when he was fighting Saitama. That form does not exist currently. A lot of people are thinking that this might come back for this fight. That's something I would love to see for sure. I loved the original Orochi fight. I thought it was sick. Unfortunately, it did get redrawn a little bit. Some parts better, some parts worse in my opinion. But that's something I would love to see come back. I think that's something a lot of people might also like to see come back. Which brings me on to the subject of redraws. Are we going to get redraws pretty soon? To be honest, I think so. I think we are. I think we're going to get redraws pretty soon. I hate to be that guy. I'm sorry. You can boo me. All that shit. I think we're going to get redraws pretty soon. I think we're due for one more chapter in 2021. It's going to be a brand new chapter, and then after that, I think we're going to get redraws. Or maybe a few more new chapters, then we're going to get redraws. Because we're coming up to the cycle of new volumes getting dropped. We haven't had redraws in a while, and I think there's a few fights on the hit list that are going to get redrawn. And, you know, we have to find out how Psychos and Orochi merge and all that shit. There's a lot of things we don't know in between the last redraw and kind of where the redraw's continuity stopped. There's a lot of shit in that gap that we don't know about. So I think it's time we do get some. I'm sad. Don't get me wrong, I am sad, but I think we're going to get them for sure. And I think one of the big things that I didn't want to be on the hit list is Garou versus Darkshine. And unfortunately, I do think that is going to get touched a little bit. Hopefully not a whole lot, but as we saw with the Phoenix Man redraw, you know, anything could happen. Anything could happen for sure, but we'll see. I'm just throwing that out there. Keep that on your radar for sure. But as for where we're going in One Punch Man right now, it is looking pretty damn good, boys. It is looking pretty damn good for sure. Guys, that's the video. Let me know down below all your thoughts about Evil Natural Water and Orochi coming back. Do let me know, is everything happening how you think it's going to happen? What are we thinking about the chronology of One Punch Man? I don't know. I'm just using big words now. Guys, check out the shorts if you haven't already. I'm going to drop some more if you guys like them. I think they're fun. But hey, until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.